welcome pile 1 to your reading. Move this over here. And let's start with Oracle of Clarity. I did shuffle this before, but we'll just shuffle it again here on the screen. There you go. Alright, so pile 1. For those who chose pile 1, what is going on? For those who chose pile 1, what's going on? Here, this one. Pile 1, what is going on for those who chose pile 1? Set these aside. We're going to read this one now. We already got our 6. 6 is the recommended number. Yep, we got 6. Okay, let's see what's going on for you. It's going to be a quiet week, or if you have things on the horizon or currently. Always a little bit of anticipation with this when I'm doing these ones. Oh, okay, a rejection for you. You know, it's all right, it happens. We don't always get approved, but it's okay. It'll be okay. It's all right. It's okay. Ooh, someone is hiding something that doesn't belong to them. This can be thievery. It's not quite. I mean, it is. I have another card in here that's more about outright theft, but pardon me, someone's hiding something that's not theirs. Oh, look, gaining luck for you. That's nice. Kind of makes up a little bit for this. This could be lucky. Who knows? Sometimes, what do they say? There's some kind of saying, rejection is protection in some kind of spiritual circles. I have gotten that one a lot. I never like it when I get it, but sometimes it's like, good thing I actually didn't, because that would have not worked out for me. Ooh. Events that are shocking for someone you don't know. So, for those of you unfamiliar, the Oracle of Clarity shows you, your inner circle, and then the outer circle, which is kind of like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's things that your energy is attached to through a person, place, or situation. So it is in your universe, so to say, but this is an event happening that's a little bit farther from you. It's shocking for someone you don't know. You don't know them personally, but they are connected to you through a person, place, or situation. So it could be something that happens to your friend's cousin or your uncle's neighbor. A lot of times you will end up hearing about these kinds of things through the grapevine. Sometimes you have no way of hearing about them, and the only way you find out that something shocking happened in your outer circle is through Oracle of Clarity. Ooh, sudden wealth for someone you don't know. So that could be the shocking event, honestly. Your uncle's neighbor could become suddenly wealthy. Might be very shocking for them. That's an example of the kind of thing. Merits for you. That's very nice. It means that you're doing something good. Spirit's happy with you. And you're getting brownie points. So let's find out. We're going to find out what you're doing well at. What is Spirit happy with you right now? What lesson are you succeeding at? And keep up the good work. That Spirit's happy. Okay, this one flipped. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So this is a lesson that you're currently excelling at. You're doing good. You're doing good at letting go of the negative, at working on protecting your own inner peace, at cultivating inner peace, and dealing with negative energy and emotions in a healthy way. So you are doing really good at that right now. You're getting brownie points, and Spirit's very happy with your progress, and they're giving you encouragement and a thumbs up through this reading. So yay, you know, in seriousness, that's genuine applause for you. Good job. And we'll go ahead and move these aside. All right, rejection for you. It's sad, but it happens. It will be okay. There will be other opportunities, people, places, things, jobs. Just keep that inner peace work going. Keep up whatever you've learned and whatever you're doing to get through this, and it'll be all right. Especially because there's no other like super detrimental cards here for you. You will be able to move through that without too much issue long term. So let's see. Events that are shocking for someone you don't know. Sudden wealth. Well, there you go. Gaining luck for you. Also very nice. It means just what it says. You're going to be luckier coming up. You're going to have a luckier time of things. Your level of luck is going up. So that's nice too. Now this is interesting. Someone is hiding something that doesn't belong to them. So we will find out a little bit about this person. And to start that process, I'm going to get a significator from my card deck, my playing card deck. I just got to make sure all the cards are here, that the whole court is present. So we're just gonna, this is how you get a significator when you're doing playing cards. This is how I do it anyway. Significator is supposed to be a court card. If you're doing a reading for yourself and you're using playing cards and you need to know where you are in a certain situation, then you still use the whole deck for specific layouts, but you choose your significator ahead of time. It gets put back in after cards are drawn, and then when you do the layout, it'll show you where you are in the situation, if you can help it or not. So that's not what I'm doing this time. This time I'm separating the court cards in order to pull a significator for the person that's hiding something that doesn't belong to them. So we're going to get some emotional and physical attributes of this person. And I'm just going to do riffle and then twist. Okay, here we go. You know what? Twist. That's how we do. Okay, so who is hiding something that doesn't belong to them? Please, Spirit, give us a significator to clue us in about this person. Who is hiding something that does not belong to them? Who is hiding something that does not belong to them? Okay. These, and let's get some motivations, attributes, and emotions on this person. Okay, please give us attributes, characteristics, motivations, emotions currently of this person who is hiding something that does not belong to them. Maybe this will help you figure out who it is. Maybe you're missing an object and you know somebody took it and you just can't figure out who. This can help give some clues. Oh, we got all mixed up here, y'all. How? Okay, hold on. No, we're not mixed up. Just one is facing the wrong way. Okay, so we're gonna set this one aside here. I usually pull 4 total. This time I'm gonna pull 5 total because that one already being totally upright. Okay, please give us some attributes and characteristics, emotions, and motivations on this person who is hiding something that doesn't belong to them for pile 1. Okay, we want to know about the person who is hiding things that don't belong to them for pile 1. Pile 1 has someone being dishonest and connected to a situation. You're connected to the situation of them hiding something somehow. Maybe they're hiding it from you or a friend, but someone whose energy that you are connected to, they're hiding something that doesn't belong to them. Please describe this person to us. Give us their current thoughts, motivations, and energies. Describe the person who is hiding something that does not belong to them. Give us some insight into their motivations, current state, and energies. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's set that aside. Okay. Significator, we'll start with that, and then we will flip these and get into those. So, to give a clue physically, mentally about the person who's hiding something, it can. So when you do a court card, it can show you emotional attributes as well as physical ones. So who is hiding something that doesn't belong to them? The Queen of Clubs. It's likely you're friends with this person and they're dealing with troubles affecting their stability. A lot of times this can be money. Now, the clubs in general usually indicate friendship. They're very stable. The Queen of Clubs is usually hostess with the mostest. I've got brunch and bunko at my house. I made Easter baskets for the kids. I made the ribbons for PTA. Whatever. Even if they don't have children, they're like, mimosas at my house, you know. This person is having trouble. They are having issues with something that affects their stability, and it's very likely to be money. Okay, so the emotional attributes that we get for this person is refuses to accept reality. Let's see what else comes up. Ooh, okay. Celebrating. Hate. Good intentions. And wants justice. Okay. So these cards, isn't it interesting? To be honest, the more you get to know humans and people in general, whether living or deceased, the more you get to see how complicated they are. So definitely she's got a situation, and I say she because a lot of times it's very typical for these cards to identify physical, emotional attributes, including how a person presents. So a queen would represent a person who is feminine, is female, or presents as feminine. So I'm using she for this. Yeah, so something is definitely going on with this person, and they are hiding something that's not theirs. They've got something going on. Definitely. And again, this is somebody attached to you. This is attached to your energy. I don't know if you knew you were going to get a reading on this. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're hiding it. Okay, so this person, they got a situation on that has inspired hate. That means you are beyond angry. This is, I effing hate you, or I hate this situation. I'm just beyond measure angry. Refuses to accept reality. Means exactly what it says. They're not facing a situation, but they do have good intentions. They want justice. So it could be that this situation that is inspiring hate is an unjust situation, or they feel it's an unjust situation. This is going to be from them, right? This is how they're feeling. This is their attributes. They're angry. They feel like they want justice. I don't know what they're celebrating. It could be that they could be celebrating because they're not facing up to what's going on. Again, the Queen of Clubs is usually like, they're the hostess. They usually have parties. They got people over. You know, that's how I interpret that. They're hosting things a lot. So celebrating could mean that they're still acting like nothing's wrong, but it definitely is. And that, what are they hiding that's not theirs? How can we find out about that? It's usually a physical good. Something that does not belong to them. It's an object. Because that's the only kinds of things you can hide. We didn't get wills or anything like that. Didn't happen. Those didn't come up. Whatever the cards don't pop up tells me a lot too. Almost as much as what does show up. Can we get a card here to give us another clue about this person and what's going on with them? They're hiding something right now. What lesson are they currently going through in relation to this item, to hiding it? What lesson are they currently going through in relation to this thing that they are hiding? What lesson are they currently going through in relation to this thing that they are hiding? Are they hiding it? Okay, please give us a clue. Help us clarify with these cards. Why are they hiding it? Why are they hiding this thing that doesn't belong to them? Alright, so perfection. Oh, fear. So what lesson are they going through in relation to hiding this object? Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love and perfection. Alright, sorry about that. Had a brief interruption. Okay. So perfection. The story with this card is that it's a person who is very honest, but without tact. If they see something wrong, they point it out. And they're hard on themselves too. They don't give themselves a lot of breaks. They are perfectionist, essentially, like unnecessarily so. And fear. This is the lesson they're going through in relation to this object. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. All right, so this person has issues with perfection, issues with self-love, with love and acceptance for others. Whatever they're hiding doesn't belong to them. They definitely don't want people to know about it, but they're hiding it because somehow it not being hidden, they think it would make them look bad, or they think it would make others look on them differently, or it would affect their own ego somehow, which is interesting. That's very interesting to have that kind of a situation. It doesn't belong to you, but you're hiding it anyway because you don't want it. You don't want it to get out. You don't want people to know about it. Hiding something that doesn't belong to them, you don't want it to get out. So to them, it's like a secret that they're trying to hide. Perhaps it's a letter. Perhaps it's a message. They found a letter. They don't want it to get out. Some kind of writing, because it would show things in a light that they don't want it to be seen in. You know what? I'm gonna pull a story card. This is a deck of cards called Keys to the Kingdom, and each card has a picture, unique picture, as well as a rhyme, like a nursery rhyme attached to it. And sometimes I like to pull this out just to kind of give a little bit more flavor, I guess, like flavor to the readings, to get a little bit more of the vibe of the story of what's going on. Okay, so hiding something that doesn't belong to them. Hiding something that doesn't belong to them. Can we get some, if you were to give us a story to give us the essence or the vibe, or help us understand better the hiding. Move this here for everybody. Something to help us get the essence a little bit. What story would you use, Spirit, in relation to this situation, to this Queen of Clubs? You could say any story. Okay. Alright. Just grab the book. It's right over here. No, I don't have all the nursery rhymes memorized. All right. Oh, wow. And it's the Ace of Diamonds. Diamonds are oftentimes gifts, but yeah, it can be communication. Okay, so Ace of Diamonds. Yellow the bracken, golden the sheaves, rosy the apples, crimson the leaves. Mist on the hillside, clouds gray and white, autumn good morning, summer good night. Wow. Okay, so it's about the seasons changing, about autumn coming in. And I'm going to double check. The Ace of Diamonds is often gifts, but I also see diamonds as they can represent communications. So I'm just going to check the, yeah, communication, rings, gifts, jewelry, letter, documents, paper money. All right, so I have a strong feeling this is a letter. It's some kind of communication. They're basically, what they're hiding is something that contains words that they didn't write it, someone else did. It's a letter, it's a communication, it's a text, it's screenshots. I'm feeling like somebody's truth. It's not something this person wants to be known. Whether or not it actually is a bombshell, they don't want it getting out. They don't want it being seen. Other people may or may not even know of this thing's existence, but they're hiding this. They're hiding this communication. They're hiding the words of someone else because they don't want others to read it, because of how they think. They don't want other people to read it because purely for ego reasons, because they don't want the change of how people may think of them or someone else. So they're hiding this communication. They're hiding a letter. Now, you know, we live in the modern age, so letters and communications can actually take many forms. But I guess if you could say the archetypal energy is a letter communication. They're hiding the words of somebody else. They're hiding a letter of somebody else. That's what they are hiding. It's not theirs. They didn't write it. And that's what they're keeping to themselves. So, wow. So, in your energy, somehow, this is related to your energy, there's someone within either one of the rings of either inner, close to inner, or outer, but it's likely it's within either your circle or your very inner circle. It's likely in one of those two levels. It's less likely to be the very outer level, although it could be. But this person, Queen of Clubs, she's experiencing financial troubles or other troubles that affect her stability. They're a perfectionist, unnecessarily so. And right now they're hiding words. They're hiding words, a letter, a communication that somebody else wrote. I mean, in this day and age, it could even be a video, honestly. In this day and age, it could be a video. They could have a video, and they're hiding it. So, well, okay, that's what's going on with that. So, back to you on the other things. Look, rejection for you, it happens, but it's okay because, look, you've got two really good cards right for you. Gaining luck and merits. Merits is spirit saying, great job. We're very happy with what you're doing. You're getting brownie points. We do see it, and you're doing good. And gaining luck, you're about to be luckier than you were before. So we'll leave it on that positive note. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you again in another video. Till next time. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. We'll put this up here. And we'll start with the Oracle of Clarity for our What's Going On. Are you going to have an uneventful week? Is it going to be weird and exciting, or is it going to be chill? Is it going to be all chill, or is it going to be crazy? Let's find out for the people who chose pile 2. Let us see what is going on for the people who chose pile 2. chose pile 2. What's going on? Pile 2. What's going on? We got 4. We need 6. 6 is the recommended number. Please tell us. Thank you. Got 6 right there. You know, it's interesting to use this oracle. I mean, I think it is, but of course I would, I guess. I made it to do what I wanted a deck to do, which was get to the point, right? I'm like, you know what? Get to the point. Like, I would pull out these other decks and they're like, maybe this and that, and you know, and I'm like, get to it, right? I'm like, look, I got places to be, people to see. Tell me what I need to know, right? That's how it was. So, but it is always a little, even for me, I still get a little nerve-wracked because I put a whole, like, I can get good job, bad works, good work, like all kinds of stuff in here. Never know what I'm going to get. It's not like everything in here is totally chill. Like, you can get kind of a crazy reading. I've had a few. All right. I'm rambling. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, a rejection for you. You know what? It's okay. The last pile got that too. But these things happen. And there will be other opportunities. And you will move on from this. It will be okay. See, earned reward heading your way. Now, this means you have been doing something good. This is a reward. You have earned it. It's not a gift. It's not, oh, I'm only getting it. Like, I have a friend who's, oh, I only get things because people feel bad for me. It's not that at all. You earned it. You did. You earned it. And you're getting a reward. Okay? Either from spirit or from actual people. Merit reward for someone you know. Someone you know has also been doing good. And this is good. Spirit has been noticing, and they're going to pull some strings and make sure they get a reward. A good one. Like, it's so you and someone you know, you both are getting rewards. So that's very good news. That's very happy. Someone you know losing money. Well, forewarned is forearmed, but in this case, it's not you. Now, this usually, a lot of times it manifests as an unexpected bill, a fine, a ticket, your electric's higher than you thought it would be, the water bill suddenly shoots up. In this day and age, a lot of the times we're not carrying cash. So it's often it does not actually mean cash goes missing. It could, but this is not generally not through thievery. It's usually through an unexpected expense, something costing you when you did not expect it to cost you. You know, maybe they went through the easy tag and they don't got an easy tag. You know what I'm saying? So, a rejection for someone you know. All right, so you know what? Look, you're a good company. Someone else you know, you're both going to get, you know, a rejection. But again, that's okay. These things happen. Everybody experiences rejections, or somebody says no, or, you know, one door closes, window opens, that kind of thing. It'll be okay, right? You just keep on trucking, keep on going. There will be other opportunities. There will be other chances. And possibly for better things, right? Maybe these opportunities or places weren't right for you. Maybe they weren't the best for you. Especially since you've got a reward heading your way and someone else you know getting merits. This shows that there's good stuff going on your end. And the people you're associating with are also doing good. So sometimes in those cases, rejection is protection. It means they close that door because there's something better. And they don't want you distracted or caught up in that other net before you get the chance to do this other thing. Well now, Here we have something very interesting. And I honestly did not expect to see that in this reading. Divine retribution. Ooh. All right. So I have a few divine intervention cards in here. Divine retribution is I actually have a separate one for divine justice, right? Divine justice is a little bit more balanced. Retribution is like I'm trying to think how to put this. Okay, there's this whole saying about like, oh man, I wish I could. So many of these sayings are just really not good sayings. They're very old and they're just not good in a lot of ways. So I'm trying to think of a better way to put these things. Okay, retribution is like you're gonna take more than what is fair as a penalty, and yet it is still justified. Okay, right? Because the divine has decided that it's not just like, okay, so there's like, when it comes to court cases and things like that, they say to make someone whole, it means to repair what has been taken. Basically, like you give that and not more. Like you're giving what it takes to put back what was wronged, but there's not extra penalties on it. This is make it whole and you get extra penalties. Like like we are gonna take more than what's fair because that's actually what's fair. Like at this point, whatever situation has rolled on, it's not even just, okay, make it whole. It's like, not only do you need to make it whole, but you have an extra price to pay because of this, whatever this foolery you've done is. So, and I don't see other cards here indicating you having done anything negative. The possibility of those are in here. I did not make a deck I made this for me in the first place. And if I was messing up, I wanted you tell it to me straight and tell me how to get it back right and fix whatever's going to cause me problems, right? So that's in here. That could have come up. I do not see any of those cards here for you, right? In fact, you have a reward heading your way, as well as someone you know. That says at least one of your friends is good, as well as you, that y'all are on the right path together, right? Yeah, so divine retribution, somebody is gonna be, not only are you gonna make it whole, we're gonna make you make it whole, we're gonna take it out of your you know what, and we're gonna take extra because at this point that is required to right the situation. All right, I'm gonna set these over here for a minute. Let's keep the nice ones here, right? Merit rewards, someone you know. Now we can find out who's going to get it a little bit. Let's just do that real quick. Who's getting the divine retribution? Right? Who's getting retributed upon here? Who's getting retribution? To whom is this retribution addressed? How do I phrase that? Who's going to be who's the primary individual who's on the receiving end of this retribution? The figurehead, if you may, of this retribution coming down the pipeline, right? It's on its way. And who is the main receiver of this retribution, please? If we could get a little bit, just tell us, okay? I feel like I need to shuffle these a little bit more. Close my eyes. Okay, please tell us who's getting the retribution. Who's the figurehead? spearhead of this retribution. All right. I'm gonna find out some characteristics of this person. Oh, okay, okay. It is a man or a masculine person, right? When you're doing playing cards, significators, they do tend to, it's like kind of a traditional thing. So traditionally, this would be a man, right? Their physical characteristics would be light hair, red hair, light eyes, like blue, green, or hazel kind of a thing. They have a little bit more fair features. But, you know, we're in a modern age, okay? And this is, so I'm saying a man, but what it comes down to in this day and age is it is a masculine person. They are masculine presenting or outright a man, but you're not going to look at them and think, oh, female. They're not going to present, oh, female. This is a person who's presenting as masculine. Oh, look, it's a beautiful blue jay. Sorry, I can see the tree outside my window, and I love birds. I love animals. Look at this beautiful thing. Maybe blue jays are important to you, you know, maybe that's a sign for you that this is your reading or something, because big, beautiful blue jay just perched on a branch and looked right at me. Oh, and it's back. It's back. So if blue jays or birds are significant for you, or the color blue, that's a sign this is your reading. All right, so this is going to be a masculine person. The chances are good they have red hair, hazel eyes, light hair, lighter eyes, that kind of thing. Fair features. So the diamonds, they have a lot of fire to them. They have a lot of kind of air, like air and fire energy. Communication, quickness, quick-wittedness. That can also mean that it can also mean their temper can flare. But this is, you know, social person, popular person. They are like a driven person. Let's see, how do I say this? Okay, so they're driven, they're social, they're popular. Lots of air energy, lots of fire energy, quick wit, humorous, kind of person who can be very charming, very entertaining. Okay, all right, that's the word I was looking for. Entertaining, right? You don't get bored around them. Others are not going to be too bored around them. There's going to be activity. They're going to be ambitious. They're going to be doing things. They're going to be making jokes, telling stories. They're fast. They're funny. So dang, this person that we're describing, they're going to be on the big receiving end of divine retribution. I don't know if this is someone you know. It's got to be, honestly, or it wouldn't have come up in your reading, would it? They're somewhere within your energy circle. Either level 2 or level 3. Level 1 is you. Level 2 is people you know personally. Level 3 is other people you know. No, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So I don't think it's you, because you got a reward heading your way. You wouldn't get a reward. If you were on the end of retribution, then other ones that came up that would have said for you, like penalty, demerit, that kind of thing, you didn't get that. So I strongly do not believe it's you. So this is going to be either level 2 or level 3. I'm thinking level 2, which is people you know. But it could be level 3, which is people that are connected to you through people, places, or situations. You know, like if a boss you've never met is making your life miserable, right? That's level 3. Okay, because they are affecting you. But you didn't meet them, you didn't see them, you may not even know their full freaking name, you know? Everybody might call them Mike, and maybe their name is you know, Dave or something like that, you know? Who knows? Okay, so this is the person. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be chuckling, but you know what? Divine retribution does not come down without there being a reason. The actual divinity in it, that's what it means, is the divine, right? All the things that are usually, I'm merciful and I just want balance and let's give everybody that understands everybody because it's a divine. They're like, no, you not only this is going to be made whole, we are going to have to step in and make it whole. You are going to have to pay extra because of all the what you done. So, okay, they're getting it. And you know, this can take many forms. Honestly, this can take many forms. And divine retribution is hardly ever one faceted, right? It's gonna hit them on multiple sides. It's gonna have to. How about, you know, let's do a little shallow. What's this? Oop, there goes that. It didn't work out. How about a little bit, a shallow, just little quick 3 cards to elaborate to us a little bit about this divine retribution. Just elaborate for us, please, about the form of this retribution will take, how it will affect them. Oh boy, you know, it can really, I've seen a few retributions in my day, and sometimes it can get quite nasty. You know, yes. Okay, so if you can please give us a little bit of clarity, a little bit more understanding on this divine retribution, please, what form it will take and how it's going to affect this person. I know, I need to, how it's going to affect this person, please. A little bit more clarity and understanding on the form it will take and how it will affect the King of Diamonds. Fair-haired entertainer. Is that what we're saying? Aha! See? It almost got me again. See? That's why I get... Well, it's not just from paper cuts. I do other things, but yeah, okay. That's why I don't got long nails. I'm always doing stuff with my hands. Alright, Page of Pentacles. It's going to hit him in the finances and the ambition. That's not going to be something they like. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. But, okay. It's like those guys at the end of that, you know that movie with Brendan Fraser, George of the Jungle? Bad guy falls in elephant. Okay. Oh, it's hitting him. It's hitting him in the career. Oh, there you go. It's hitting you in the... It's hitting you in the ambition. Oh, am I evil? I don't know. Okay. No, I'm not. But sometimes... Oh. Yeah, everybody's gonna be talking about him, but not in a good way. They ain't gonna like that. And they're not gonna be going to as many parties. A step down in the career, and that's not gonna affect them well. They may turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms. They're not gonna have the support to not turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, essentially. Like, it's just not going to be there. I mean, we all gotta, you know, whatever our own willpower, and we all gotta, you know, learn mental coping mechanisms that are healthy and won't hurt us, not just because, oh, other people aren't helping me. It's important to get support. But this person is not going to find it. Not the way they would. They're not going to have it. There's not going to be a barrier between them and unhealthy coping mechanisms. Once they take this little, yeah, it's going to hit them in the ambition. How do I explain that? I don't know if that makes sense the way I'm saying it. They have ambitions, career stuff, money stuff. It means their ego is in a healthy, maybe not a healthy place, but their pride in themselves is intact. Their self-confidence is intact, right? This is going to take a hit. Yes, the ambition's going to take a hit. Okay? Knight of Cups. Yeah, so that is sorry, I started to get a little carried away there. I don't know what the word to say it is. Yeah. So this is, to me, is telling me that it's, to me, this is kind of, how do I say, reinforcing the emotional impact this ambition hit is going to take on them. They're not going to have emotionally stable people to help them out. That kind of help, it's going to kind of be blocked off. So it's likely that they're going to be in for a bad time because they're taking a hit to the ambition, finances, career maybe. It's likely, and they're kind of being set up to turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, and those who are emotionally stable and would provide them with kind of a pillar, an anchor, or a rock are not going to be as present. They're going to be, even if they were willing, they're going to kind of be blocked by circumstances, right? Like, oh, you know, your messages aren't going through, or, oh, I changed my number, or I was out of town when you tried to call, or, you know, oh, something else is going on with me and I just haven't checked my phone, you know, things like that. So this person is going to take a hit to the ambition. It's going to, like, this is a fast, speedy, social person. They're going to have trouble. And they're being set up to spiral. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but for those of us who have mental health challenges, hey, me too, right? Okay, me, right? First to say it. Nothing against people with mental health challenges, right? But we understand like what to spiral means, and we know what happens when we start doing that. And like this person is kind of being set up to do it. They're gonna be hit where it hurts them the most, mentally and emotionally. And those who could provide more stability or a better influence on them are kind of gonna be blocked from doing that. So a bit devious, isn't it? But hey, you know what? If everything comes from the divine, the good, the bad, the whatever, but there's usually reasons for it. But the thing is, this is coming from the divine saying like, okay, lessons not learned, harm being done. You are getting the crash course, and you're gonna have to learn the hardest way, right? Like, we tried to let you do things with the training wheels, but you were just, using those wheels to harass everyone else, and because you weren't focused on, you didn't have to focus on balancing yourself because you had those training wheels, you used your free hand to throw rocks at other people. So now, no more training wheels, and we're taking off like your handbrakes. So you cannot do this to other people anymore. So that's also another reason for that. If you get divine retribution, usually you have been messing with other people to an extreme extent. You're causing so much harm that you have ticked off so many other people's spirit guides by now, and you're causing harm. So Spirit's like, okay, you had enough of an easy time that you had a free hand to throw rocks. Guess what? Everything is going to have to be, you're going to have to concentrate on you and you only, because you ain't going to have that spare hand to be throwing rocks anymore. So, oops. All right. Well, so that's that. Divine retribution. I always like to explore that one when it comes up in readings, because in the past, when I did for, my friends, or even currently, they're like, what do you mean divine retribution? Tell me about that. Like, okay, well, everybody wants to know the drama, the gossip story. So, I guess. But since you did get a very good card, we will leave it on a positive note that you are getting an earned reward. We will let that be a nice surprise for you, but just know that something good is coming your way. And you earned it. Good job. You did it. In genuine sincerity to you. I mean that. So, all right, pile 2. That was your reading. I hope it was useful or worthwhile or entertaining, since, we have to say entertainment purposes only. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. I'll just scoot this up over here. And we'll go ahead, pull out our Oracle of Clarity, and see what is going on. You're going to have a chill week. Are there events on the horizon? What's up? What's up for those who chose pile 3? Those who chose pile 3. What is going on? For those who chose pile 3, what is going on? Clarity reading, ethereal weather report. What do we have here? For the people watching, we're guided here, pile 3. Pile 3. Alright, that's 6. 6 is the recommended number. Set this over here. Okay. Make sure it's 6. Okay. Well, let's see. Ugh. Okay. What is going on for those who chose pile 3? News on its way to you. On its way. It's on the way. You will find out. Blank. So the reason there are blanks in here is because these are all very specific cards, and it's a way for Spirit to not throw in a red herring or something irrelevant to a reading. Merit reward for you. That's very good news. It's a reward. You have been doing well on your journey, and Spirit, the divine, your spirit guides, has noticed, and they are sending a reward. You will have a reward. It will be a bonus. Events that are shocking for others, but not for you. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Whenever this happens, everybody else's jaw is going to be dropping, and you're going to be like, I am not shocked in the least, and I expected this. How did none of you know? You know, and honestly, it could be one of those cases too where it's obvious to you. Obviously, it is going to be obvious to you. And other people just, when you say things, they don't know how right you are. They don't understand that either your intuition or your experience is telling you exactly where this is going, and they do not understand that you know what you're talking about. And they're all going to find out that you were right. So that's going to be funny. For you, they're going to be shocked. Oh, losing luck for you. So what this means is that coming up, you're actually going to be a bit unluckier. But hey, forewarned is forearmed, as they say. And so if you want, you can try and get do some lucky things. You know, there's all kinds of superstitions and wives' tales and religious items from varying spiritual paths that are supposed to increase luck. So maybe you want to get some of that. Get a lucky, a horseshoe, or go find a 4-leaf clover, or buy one. I don't know. Print one out, draw one, stick it to your clothes, do something lucky. But this is just kind of warning you that there is an unlucky time coming up. So pay extra attention, be extra careful, take less chances. And eventually at some point your luck will probably re-rise. I do also have gaining luck in here. Usually the luck thing, it's temporary. It can fluctuate up and down, and various things can affect it. But yeah, so it's telling you to be cautious coming up. Take less chances, be extra careful doing stuff, pay attention a little more to what's going on, and exercise caution. Sudden wealth for someone you know. So this is a level 2. Level 1 is you. Level 2 is people you know directly. Level 3 is people in the outer circles of what your energy is attached to. So it's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Level 3 is going to be people you're connected to through a person, place, or situation, but do not know personally. Like, you may not know their name or their face, but y'all are still connected. So this is level 2. It's someone you know directly, and they're going to be suddenly wealthy. Isn't that interesting? So look, let's set this one aside. Shocking for others, but not for you. Interesting. Let's do a shorty on that. We'll set these up here. We'll do a little bit of a short pull on that. Let's get that. Shocking for others, but not for you. Can you give us some clarity on what event is going to happen that is so shocking? The nature of it. Like, what's it going to involve? Love? Money? Right? Like, isn't it always that? Excuse me. Alright, I mean, isn't it always that though? Love and money? Usually. So can you give us some clarity, please, on what these shocking events will be, what the nature of them are, what they're going to affect? It's a shocking event. Is it love? Is it money? Is it Betrayal, what is it? Endings of a business. What's it going to be? Okay, thank you much. Take 3. Okay. And I'm just going to probably leave it at these 3. Oh. Look at that. Another reversal. And yet another reversal. Ooh, okay. So, oh boy. Huh. Yeah, okay. So, how do I put this? What I'm getting from it. Okay, so I'm trying to think how to say this right. From what I'm getting from it. Other people are gonna be shocked by somebody's I don't know what the right word is. Personality change, transformation. Someone is gonna go from being like, I'm trying to think how to say this. Someone is gonna be, they're coming out of like I guess I should just use the oldest phrase I know of, coming out of their shell, except in this case, it's like a full cocoon, right? Like this person has been fully cocooned. It's likely that they were not, like, they're not fully out there. They're closed off, their inner self, their what they want to do, what they think, their own sense of exploring and finding themselves has been not being expressed. It's been bound up. It's been tied. And they are going to shock people. Okay. Man, how am I trying to say this? They're going to live out their inner self in the outer world, and it's not something that they have been doing before, and it's going to shock people, but you're not going to be shocked. You're going to be like, duh, you know, like, you know, it's kind of giving me coming out vibes. Like somebody who is going to live authentically as far as who they date, or maybe even what gender they truly feel. This doesn't mean in every situation it's like that. Goodness knows plenty of people don't live their authentic self without it being that drastic of a change from what people know. But it's kind of giving me coming out vibes, honestly. Somebody who has not been able to be their authentic self, or has not been being able to be their authentic self, but this is going to happen. They are going to, And you know, they may start doing some things that people are like, look, this is risky, and they may take risks, honestly, because anytime you start being your authentic self, depending on what you got to do, it can be a risk, especially if you are someone who, for example, if this is a person who is dealing with not being their assigned gender at birth, that can come with some things that are risky, such as surgeries and treatments. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory or a negative way, because, you know, it can be, you gotta work closely with your medical team and make sure that things are working out and that you're responding well, you know. And then you have to deal with what happens in society and the people that you know. So what you're risking is what the people who already knew you, how they're going to treat you, and society too, because right now there is a lot of negativity directed at people who do not fit gender and societal norms. So it's risky. I'm not saying that to be derogatory or to try to discourage anyone from doing what they feel is best for them, because that's up to the individual. But just like doing anything else, there's a risk. I'm not saying it doesn't mean it's worth it, obviously, because for those people it definitely is. But other people are going to be looking at them and being like, this is risky, that's risk. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get at is, you know, the other people's reactions. So people are going to be shocked by this person busting out. I think what's going to be shocking to people is how sudden it is. And to them, it's going to be sudden, but to this person, it's going to be like, look, all I did was drop the mask, drop the cloak, and now you get to see me for who I am. And sorry, dudes, deal with it, you know? But you're already going to have known. Either this person already told you, or you spotted it a mile away, you know, or it was just obvious, right? You could be very empathic. You could be very intuitive. You could just know people. And by know people, I mean understand people, like get that understanding of them. So you're not going to be shocked. You're going to be like, uh-huh. You know, oh my gosh. And you're just going to be like, duh. So, wow. You know what? Despite all these reversals, a lot of times people are like, oh, reverse, and they take it in a negative way. But I'm not getting anything negative from this, in all honesty. This kind of feels like, in a way, nice for this person. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be hard, probably. They may also, like, you know, not every decision is going to be a good one, but they're going to be finding things out for themselves. And that is honestly that's honestly important. You know, you got to find out for yourself. Okay, so wow. All right. Well, that's for that. And, you know, that's just what I'm getting. It's interesting how when we get these cards, in every reading you get it's like it gives you information relevant to it, but it's always different. It's always tempered, not only by these other things, other cards that show up, but by where we as a reader are in the energy. Like, it can give us totally different vibes. Like, this one card can give me so many different vibes depending on what kind of energy I'm in. You know, it's a communication tool, but it has to work with you. Okay, losing luck for you. Look, take caution, right? Cautious time. That's what this means. We're gonna set this over here. You know what? We're gonna put the blank one on top of that. There we go. Okay, merit reward for you. This means you have been doing good. Spirit is happy with you. And how about we find out what you have been doing well, okay? I will leave what the reward is as a surprise. Can never get enough good surprises, right? But just know, a reward heading your way, right? Don't want to spoil the surprise, because it's a good one, okay? This is not, you know, anything gonna bite you in the whatever. All right, Spirit, what has pile number 3, what lesson have they been doing so well at that they are now getting a reward for their understanding, for their progress? What lesson have they been excelling at that now they are getting a reward? What lesson have they excelled at in order to get a reward? Pile number 3. Let's scoot this. What lesson have they excelled at in order to get a reward? Pile number 3. What lesson have they excelled at and they are now getting a reward? What lesson? What have they been succeeding at? They've been doing good. What has it been good with? What has it been good with that they've been doing? What? Peace. What's so interesting is this is the one that came out for the last pile too, or well, pile 1. But okay, so peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So you have been doing really well at managing your inner peace and your outer peace, cultivating love within yourself, and dealing with negative energy, people and situations in a healthy way. And you have excelled at your ability to let go of negative energy, people and situations. So you are mastering not letting negative energy sit within you. You are mastering letting it go and truly releasing it and cultivating inner peace and love within yourself. So very good job. That's genuine. I mean that genuinely and sincerely. That's genuine applause. Through this reading, Spirit is giving you a round of applause. They're giving you a thumbs up. They're letting you know that they are happy with all of this that you're doing well. Your spirit guides are happy about it. The divine is happy about it. And you are getting a reward. You have done well at this long enough that you are able to receive a reward that you can hold on to it now. They don't give rewards if it's just going to slip through your hands, but you've done well, you've earned it, and you're getting a reward for this. And we'll let what the reward is be a surprise, because that'll be nice, right? Hey, I'm here to tell you what's up, but I don't want to ruin some good surprises. They're so few and far between these days, aren't they? So we'll put that over here. Sudden wealth for someone you know. Pretty self-explanatory. This is level 2. You are level 1. Level 2 is people you directly know, their name and face. Level 3 is 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. This is level 2, someone you know. They're going to be getting money suddenly. Sudden wealth. That's nice. News on its way to you. So you know what? Actually, I have a feeling, but you know, I'm going to do a double check with my coin. Okay, so I want to ask if the news that's on its way to you is the news of these shocking events. If the news on its way to you is related to the events that are shocking for other people. Yep. Boo. Booyah. That's what it is. So guess what? News is on its way to you about this person, and everybody else is going to be shocked. Oh my gosh, did you hear about this? And you're going to be like, duh. You couldn't tell? You didn't know that? Okay. So, all right. Well, that's a nice way to wrap it up, I think. So I'll just leave this in the middle of the screen for you. We ended on a good note. Merit reward. I'm going to leave that to be a good surprise for you. Yes, I am here to tell you everything you need to know and more, but why ruin a good surprise? There are so few. If you did want to know, hey, maybe I'll do like a what blessings coming your way in the future, but for this reading, we will leave you anticipating a good surprise. So, okay, pile 3, that was your reading, and I hope that it was helpful or entertaining. We have to say entertainment purposes around here. These are all for entertainment purposes only, okay? But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.